Howdy, it's Friday sometime. I'm in Boise, Idaho, running some errands. Really hazy here. I came up from Twin Falls this morning. There's a huge fire in Canada, and we're getting a lot of that smoke already. Fires going on. It's going to be a crazy, crazy summer. I came up actually to volunteer for, it's called Wildland Firefighters Association. It's a nonprofit that helps families of firefighters that have fallen in the line of duty. It's been around for about 30 years. So we have the big family weekend this weekend, and I'm volunteering for it. We're cooking up a bunch of barbecue. Families from all over the country are coming. Anyway, quick topic here. So much is coming out in the news. It's hard for even me, who make this a full-time job of mine, to keep track of news from around the world and all my sources and everything. It's hard to keep on top of it because so much is coming out now. In our news cycles, not the mainstream. They're not reporting half of it. It's been a big week, though, for news in general. The Biden crime family, basically last week, the Congress, the House have a committee that are looking into money laundering and Ukraine and energy contracts that they have that's provable through contracts. That's ongoing. I talked about that in another video. Mainstream news is not even reporting it all. They will be forced to report it at some point here. But the big news that I'm talking about right now is the Durham Report came out. 350 plus pages. 4 years, almost 4 years. And John Durham is meticulous. He was owned by nobody. He has no allegiance to the left or right. The guy is meticulous. So he footnotes the footnotes the footnotes. It's thoroughly researched, so nobody can go back and say this is an agenda, this is a political hack. Everything in these documents, 300 plus pages, is fact. And he basically, without going into it, I've read about half of it so far, and I'll finish it up. There's so much in it that'll be coming out, but he basically says the truth, which many of us have talking about, is Russian collusion, and all that Russia was one big lie and hoax. That's it. Boom, explosions, heads exploding everywhere. So think about this. As President Trump was president for 4 years, they threw everything they had at him. But this was the biggie. This was one of the big ones. That every single day, the news cycle, mainstream media and leaders, incessant talking about Russia hoax, the Russia PP tapes, the Steele dossier, Russia. President Trump was a Russian agent. He had assets. He was close to this. All a big lie. And we're seeing it. It's proven now. Okay? The Mueller report also touched on this, but this is detailed, meticulous. And more will be coming out. The mainstream news is having to report on this because they see what's coming. And they're trying to get around it and get ahead of it. They won't. All these people that were involved in this, the DOJ, all these people that said Adam Schiff, top of the list, Hillary Clinton, Obama, all of them colluded in this. They colluded against a sitting president of one big lie, proven that Hillary Clinton funded the Steele dossier, which started this Russiagate, Russia collusion. This goes into Clinton's, it goes into Obama's, that will come up down the road, but basically President Trump is innocent of all this they threw at him for 4 years. Let that sink in. You may not like, if you're watching me, you may not like Trump, but this is one of the many levels they went after him at that's proven one big fat goose egg. Heads are going to roll on this because we, the people, are fed up. We're tired of it from all sides, the right and the left. We're taking our power back, but this is huge. And all it's doing is gaining Trump more power and more people behind him because they see a lot. But this is very, very big news. I can't overemphasize how big it is. So do yourself a favor, at least look into it, because the mainstream news is reporting on it. They are, but dig deep. Find out what it's about. Prepare yourself for what's coming, because there's so much more coming on top of that. But just think about it again. The Russiagate, the Russia collusion that was incessantly, and there's still people trying to backtrack on it. Schiff is still saying, that guy's going down so hard. 4 years, taxpayer money, everything was one big lie, and it's provable now. Conspiracy theorists like me were right yet again. And I don't want to say this for my ego. I'm saying this because I do the research, and I've been talking about this stuff for years now, along with many of us talking about it. And anyone can do this. I'm not anyone special. I just happen to not follow the mainstream narrative on so many levels. Do the research and connect the dots. It's using common sense and reason and critical thinking skills. We all have that in our power, and many people are waking up to that. So let that sink in. There's so much more coming. Anyway, enjoy your weekend. I'll talk to you soon.